Hi.
Good evening. Today is 6th June 2011. We are discussing about the topic equity. First, meaning of equity. Equity is the capital amount of the company which is raised and contributed by the members of the company. Equity shareholders have voting rights. There are different advantages and different disadvantages of equity shares. First is advantages. First advantages is ownership. The equity shareholders are the owners of the company. They are getting the ownership of the company. Second point is profit sharing. Any profit of the company, the shareholders have shared this profit. Third point is voting right. The equity shareholders have a voting right. Okay. Next is disadvantages. First disadvantage is risk. The company gets into the loss, the shareholders lose the money. Second advantage is capital loss. Any loss facing the company, the shareholders has lost this capital. Then is raising equity. There are two types: primary market and secondary market. Primary market means the primary market provides opportunity to issuers of securities, government as well as corporate to raise resources to meet their requirements of investment. Second point is secondary market. Secondary market issue the securities of face value or at a discount or premium, or these securities may take a variety of forms such as equity, debt or hybrid. The equity shareholders, the secondary market provides liquidity to investors. Majority of the security done in secondary market. Next is methods of raising capital. First is IPO. IPO means initial public offer. When an unlisted company makes an offer for sale of fresh issue securities or equity or existing securities or both for the first time to the public, it is known as IPO. The IPOs companies are not listed. These are unlisted company. Second point is FPO, follow on public offer. Follow on public offer means these companies are the listed companies. These companies want to raise funds by issuing some more equity shares. Next is preferential issue. Preferential issue means, as the name suggests, a preferential issue. Securities are issued to a preferred set of investors. The preferred set of investors means like institutions, promoters, etc. Next is right issue. A right issue is an
Repeat that point.
institutions, promoters, etc. Okay. Next point is right issue. A right issue is an issue of shares made when a company asks its own shareholders to subscribe for new shares, often at a discount to the current price, to fund expansion or to pay off debts. Pay off debts. Next is basics of fundamentals. It is carried out in order to periodic the future performance of a company. It is concerned with about larger. Okay, there are different types of approach investors. Top down approach. First is top down approach. It is concerned about larger macroeconomic trends. It is of the outside of the company. Next is outside of the company. Next is bottom up approach. It is concerned with within the company. It is the microeconomic trends. The mutual fund is fully focused on bottom up approach. The mutual fund is fully focused on bottom up approach. Next is EBITDA. EBITDA stands for EBITDA. Next. EBITDA stands for earnings before interest and tax, depreciation and amortization. It is the depreciation and amortization. Amortization means spreadings. It is a net income with interest, tax, depreciation and amortization added back to its. Here companies often changes the item included in the EBITDA calculation one period to the next period. Next is earnings per share, EPS. The portion of a company's profit allocated to each outstanding share of common stock. Earnings per share serve as an indicator of a company's profitability. It's a portion of a company's profit allocated to each outstanding share of common stock. The calculation of EPS is equal to PAT, that is profit after tax, divided by number of shares outstanding. Next is PE ratio. PE ratio, that is price earnings ratio. P ratio is the price of the share divided by the earning per share. Price of the share divided by the earning per share. In general, a high price earnings suggests that investors are expecting higher earnings growth in the future. In general, a high price earnings suggests that investors are expecting higher earnings growth in the future. Higher earnings in the future. Compared to companies with a lower price earnings. Next point is book value. Book value is the net worth of the company. The formula for calculating book value is the total asset minus total liability.
Stock exchange.
Now we are talk about stock exchanges. It is regulated by SEBI, Securities and Exchange Board of India. In simple words, trading in the secondary market is done through stock exchange. Trading in the secondary market is done through stock exchange. The stock exchange is a place where the buyers and sellers meet the trade in shares in an organized manner. Is a place where the buyers and sellers meet the trade in shares in an organized manner. Next one is NSE, National Stock Exchange.
We have two NSE and BSE.
NSE promoted by leading financial institutions, was incorporated in 1992 as a corporate entity. Incorporated in 1992 as a corporate entity, and it is the largest exchange in the country in terms of volume of trading. Is the largest exchange in the country in terms of volume of trading. And also it is the first stock exchange in the country to get recognition from the Government of India under the Securities Contracts Act 1956. It is the first stock exchange in the country to get recognition from the Government of India. Government of India. The next one is Bombay Stock Exchange, BSE. It is established in 1875. It is the oldest stock exchange in Asia. Then
what are the frequently used?
Then now we are looking the frequently used terms in stock exchange. First one is margin money. Margin money is the deposit that customer maintain. Margin money is the deposit that customer maintain with the broker to avail of trading exposure limits. With the broker to avail of trading and exposure limits. And margin can be taken in the form of check payment or in the form of liquid stocks. And it can be taken from the form of check payment or liquid stocks. Then next one is bulls. Bulls are those who are optimistic about the market. A bull always feels that the market will go up. And next one is bears. It is bears, and this is just the opposite of bulls. Opposite of bulls, and bears is the other hand, it pessimistic about the market. Pessimistic about the market. And next one is scared transaction.
We'll talk about scared transaction.
And here the customer buying and selling in a day.
Buy and sell shares
Within the day.
in a single day.
Next one is last traded price.
Next we'll see about last traded price in silver.
Last traded price is the price at which the last trade it is the price at which the last trade took place at the exchange. It does not mean last traded price is the price at 3:30. It simply means that when we look at the screen, the price at which the last trade took place is called the last traded price, 3:30. And it simply means that when we look at the screen, the price at which the last trade took place, the price at which the last trade took place, the price at which the last took place. The next one is closing price took place. Next one is closing price. Closing price is the weighted average trade from 3 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. Weighted average closing price is the weighted average price within the time of 3 to 3:30. Within the time of 3 to 3:30 p.m. Price of 3 to 3:30 p.m. Next one is opening price. Which is the price the first trade took place after the market opens. The first trade is the price. The first trade took place after the market opens. Next one is pay-in. After the market opens. Next one is pay-in. Pay-in. Pay-in for a buyer is money and the seller is shares. Pay-in for a buyer is it is money and seller is shares. Shares. And payout, it is the just opposite of pay-in. Means next one is short selling. Selling shares without a delivery is called short selling. Next one is delivery is called short selling. Delivery is called then long position. Next one is long position. Long position. When you buy shares, it is said that you are long in the shares and you have a long position. And next one is when you buy shares, long in the shares and you have a long position. Then buy and hold. Next one is
buy and hold and so
buy and hold. To buy and hold is a long-term stock trading strategy. It implies buying stocks and keeping them for a long period of time before selling them. This is a To buy and hold is a long-term trading market. Long-term stock trading strategy. It implies buying stocks and keeping them for a long period of time. Before selling them. Period of time before selling them. Then next one is long and short term. Long term and short term depend on the perspective and the nature of the investor or a trader. Investor or a trader. The next one is spread.